Hello student, I am Professor Jyoti Anil Mahatme from Computer Science Department of KTHM College, Nasik. I welcome all to online lecture series of subject Introduction to Cyber Security or Information Security for Module 1st. In this video lecture, we will discuss about some point from Module 1st. The Module 1st is prerequisites in information and network security. Today's video lecture is depend on chapter 2, that is information security concept, in which we will discuss about the concepts of computer forensic and steganography. Forensic is the process of using scientific knowledge for collecting, analyzing and presenting evidence to the courts. Forensic deals primarily with recovery and analysis of latent evidence. Latent evidence can take many forms, like fingerprint left on window to DNA evidence recovered from blood stain to the files on hard drive. Because computer forensic is a new discipline, there is a little standardization and consistency across codes and industry. We define computer forensic as the discipline that combines elements of law and computer science to collect and analyze data from computer systems, networks, wireless communications, and storage devices in a way that is admissible as evidence in court of law. Computer forensic is a branch of forensic science that deals with application of investigation and analysis technique to gather and preserve evidence from particular computing device in a way that is suitable for presentation in court of law. This means that a major aspect of the science of computer forensic lies in the ability of forensic expert to present finding in a way that is acceptable and usable by court of law. The goal of computer forensic is to perform structured investigation while maintaining a documented chain of evidence to find out exactly what happened on computing device and who was responsible for it. Forensic investigators typically follow a standard set of procedure. After physically isolating the device in a question to make sure it cannot be accidentally contaminated, investigators make the digital copy of device's storage media. Once original media has been copied, it is locked in safe or other secure facility to maintain its pristine condition. All investigation is done on digital copy. Investigators use a variety of technique and proprietary software forensic application to examine the copy, searching hidden folder and unallocated disk space for copies of deleted, encrypted or damaged file. Any evidence found on digital copy is carefully documented in finding report and verified with original in preparation for legal proceeding that involve discovery, disposition or actual litigation. There are some guidelines to process evidence, like in step first, shut down the computer. Means consideration must be given to volatile information. Prevent remote access to machine and destruction of evidence. In second step, document the hardware configuration of system. Note everything about computer configuration prior to relocating. Then transport the computer system to a secure location. Do not leave the computer unattended unless it is locked in secure location. Make bitstream backup of hard disk and floppy disk. Mathematically authenticate data on all storage devices. Must be able to prove that you did not alter any of the evidence after computer came into your possession. Document the system date and time. Make the list of key search words. Evaluate the Windows swap file. Evaluate file stack. File stack is a data storage area of which most computer users are unaware, a source of significant security leakage. Evaluate unallocated space. Search files, file stack, and unallocated space for keywords. Document file name, dates, and times. Identify file, program, and storage anomalies. Evaluate program functionality. Document your findings and retain copies of software used. There are some situations in which we can use computer forensic, like when corporate information is disclosed without permission, either by accident or by design. When the employee steals intellectual property from their employer and passes it to competitor or uses it to set up a competing company. When the employee violates the computer policy such as when and how to use the internet. Some organizations have rules on how the computer or the internet should be used. If the system in the office are used for any illegal activity, then computer forensic can help determine when and how these illegalities happen. Then computer forensic can be used in white collar crime. Means these are the non-violent and financially motivated crime that are committed by government or business professional. These crimes include identity theft, Ponzi scheme, and advance fee schemes. White collar crime can wipe out life saving, destroy companies, or cost investor billions in losses. Computer forensic can be used to help in investigation of such crime. Then it can be used in industrial espionage. This involves stealing trade secret from competitor by recording or copying confidential documents. Example of document involved include secret formulas, product specification, and business plan. Industrial espionage is an illegal activity and computer forensic can help during investigation. A lot of fraud is perpetrated through internet or with the help of technology and computer forensic can help to investigate this type of crime. Then it can be used in general criminal or civil cases. This is because criminals sometimes store information in computer. Also, it is used in commercial organization and companies which help them in a cases of intellectual property theft, forgeries, employment disputes, bankruptcy, and investigation and fraud compliance. Criminal prospects use computer evidence in the variety of crimes where incriminating document can be found, including homicides, financial fraud, drug, etc. Also, insurance company may be able to mitigate cost by using discovered computer evidence of possible fraud in accident, arson, and workman compensation cases. Corporations often hire computer forensic specialists to ascertain evidence relating to sexual harassment, embezzlement, and theft or misappropriation of trade secret and other internal or confidential information. Law enforcement Law enforcement officially frequently require assistance in pre-search warrant preparation and post-siege handling of computer equipment. Individuals sometimes hire computer forensic specialists in support of possible claim of wrongful termination, sexual harassment, or age discrimination. Next concept is steganography. Steganography is the technique of hiding secret data within an ordinary, non-secret file or message in order to avoid detection. The secret data is then extracted at its destination. Steganography is the art and science of embedding secret message in a cover message in such a way that no one apart from sender and its receiver suspect the existence of message. This day, many examples of steganography involve embedding a secret piece of text inside picture or hiding a secret message or script inside of the Word or Excel document. The purpose of steganography is to conceal and deceive. It is a form of covert communication and can involve use of any medium to hide message. It's not a form of cryptography because it doesn't involve scrambling data or using key. Instead, it is form of data hiding and can be executed in clever ways. Where cryptography is a science that largely enables privacy, steganography is a practice that enables secrecy and deceit. There are some of the techniques related with steganography, like first technique is physical, in which steganography has been widely used, including in recent historical time and the present day also. The known example include hidden message within wax tablet. In ancient Greece, people wrote message on wood and covered it with wax that bore an innocent covering message. The second message is hidden message on messenger's body, also used in ancient Greece. Then third, during World War II, the French resistance sent some message written on back of courier in invisible ink. Hidden message on paper written in secret ink under other message or on blank part of other messages. Message written in Morse code on yarn and then connected into a piece of clothing worn by courier. These are the some of the examples related with physical steganography. Then second technique is digital image or digital message. Modern steganography entered the world in 1985 with the advent of personal computer being applied to classical steganography problems. Development following that was very slow but has since taken off, going by the large number of steganography software available. Some of the examples are cancelling message within the lowest bit of noise image or sound file. Then cancelling data within encrypted data or within random data. The message to cancel is encrypted and then used to override part of much larger block of encrypted data or a block of random data. Then third technique is digital text, in which making the text the same color as a background in word processor document, email, and forum post. Using Unicode character that look like standard ASCII character set is also one of the example of digital text steganography. Then next is social steganography, in which it communicates with social or government taboos or censorship. People use cultural steganography, hiding message in idiom, pop cultures, reference, and other message they share publicly and assume are monitored. This relies on social context to make the underlying message visible only to certain readers. Example include hiding message in a title and context of a shared video or image, or misspelling the name or word that are popular in the media in the given week to suggest an alternate meaning. These are the some of the techniques related with steganography. These are the example that we already discussed in technique, like hidden message on messenger's body. We can use the printing press for steganography, or we can use either digital image, digital message, or digital text in digital steganography. This is one of the example of digital steganography in which each pixel color combination can be used as message. We know that each pixel is made from three color R, G, B, that is red, green and blue. So to represent particular number, this value will be set to as that number. Like if we want to send the message related with number 144, 141 and 81, then we can divide this number into combination of red, green and blue. So in this way we can pass this number inside the image by setting it into RGB color of pixel. Then this is also one of the example of steganography, in which it is a classic example where the left tree image is hiding the right image and the hidden message is revealed by removing all but the two least significant bit of each color component and subsequent normalization. Thank you.